fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Yeah. 15 lining, 15 lining. 54. All day, every day, any day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw, and Josh Hill has it.
The pass on 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So don't say no.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Newton. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, Saints.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, pick your game up. Go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Here's 2nd and 8. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job, Force. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch the run.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Hey, here I come. Ready?
On first and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 25 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 3. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Throwing is Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd and 12, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a first down throw for Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, Frank. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and long. He gets it to Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Newton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from this example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. A chip shot here. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll set up the throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The throw right sideline here is complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another.
20.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
44, Mike.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that will force a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Check 4. Big dash. Go. Watch twin.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Newton throwing complete to Samuel. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it complete. It's Johnson. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the catch made by Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You can't block me.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to Traquan Smith. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Toss play, Kamara. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Chopper.
2nd and 11. And Thomas has it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And an alley to run. Big hole to the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
20. 44, Mike, 44.
Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll look to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Newton to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10, a 10th carry for Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This will be from 53 for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one.